5, stop there. Not how many do you have? 5. The first one is in Eldoret. The other one is in Mombasa. 3 are with me in Kenya. One is not. They didn't ask you. Because when you tend to be too wordy, you will make mistakes, you make blunders. So keep to the point. Just keep to the point. Keep to it. Don't go beyond what you are. And at every time, every opportunity available, try to hammer some of your positive and your positive points, your strong points. At every opportunity, your good qualities. Hammer on it. Hammer on it. Very, very key. Then other tips. Dress in a style consistent with the type of position you are applying for. Look like you belong to that. Oh, I didn't complete. I look like you belong to that or to that role already. For example, you are applying for the job of, let's say, an engineer. Hands-on man. So, come like an engineer. Like in Nigeria, that's not why one way agbada and begin to, let the job show that, yes, you are ready for what it takes. Let it show that, you are ready for what it takes. Like they often say, it's always good to err on the side of being conservative. Don't overdo it, child. Now I've done all the jewelry in the world, Then I said here, a prepared 30, 60, or 90-day work plan gives you an edge over all other candidates. Most people don't do it. Now, because you have researched the job you want to do, so you will come to that place. What I normally, because I'm in marketing, what I normally do is I go with a marketing plan for the organization. I normally do that one. Just take a marketing plan there. Marketing or a sales plan that, a work plan shows what you want to do in the next 30, 60, but not more than 90 days. Yes, you may not necessarily get it all right, but it shows that, one, you are proactive, you know what you are, you know your onions. Then it also shows that, yes, you are bringing value to this organization. You're not that you just go there and, you don't have an idea of what you want to be doing. Then please prepare some smart questions for the interview. Because like I said, usually they will ask you, do you have any questions for? Usually, most interviews close with that. So prepare based on what you have, the research you have done on the company. Ask questions around the potential career trajectory within the business for the role that you are expecting to fill. Then, okay, I actually wrote here, prepare an elevator speech for the interviewer. That's very, very key. What's an elevator speech? An elevator speech is a very, very short speech because the first question they will usually ask you is, tell us about yourself. Who has been to an interview before? Am I correct with that one? So, that's not the time to say, my father married my mother in 1960-something. They gave birth to me. I went to one primary school. No. An elevator speech is a very, very short and succinct speech. They call it elevator because, if you are going from one floor to the other one, it's so fast. You should be able to finish saying everything you want to say in that short period. Usually not more than 1.5 minutes to 2 maximum. But what you should, like if you were to ask me now, I would begin by telling you I'm a marketing professional with a career history spanning over 10 decades. Having worked majorly in the telecom. That's what is important to, not where you were born. No, not your relationship with Uhuru Kenyatta. Nobody cares. Because every opportunity you have, you want to sell yourself. You want to tell them that, look, I am too good to miss. Then please show respect to the panel of interviewers. What do I mean by that? Please, your phone should be off. No when you're doing an interview, that your phone rings, or you are chewing chewing gum, or you are chewing chewing gum in the You know, there's a way people chew chewing gum at making that loud chai noise. You know, you don't want to do that. Then or you put your hands in your pocket as if you know. At least show them some, because at least until you get into the job, they still determine what happens to you. So show them some respect. Then don't just drop your key, your sunglasses, just put everything on the table there, as if hey, you know, no, I have come. You know, don't do that. If possible, don't just leave those things outside or keep them in your bag. Your phone off, not even silent. Off. Then, I said personal hygiene is of great importance. There was a lady I was going to employ. Oh boy, I mean, I was head of marketing at the time. I had told my boss about her. She's actually a friend sister, and she was quite intelligent. But I don't know what happened. Maybe she was in a hurry or whatever, so she had sweated so much, and she was smelling of sweat as she came in. You know, my boss then was from the Netherlands. I mean, he was in a hurry for us to just get rid of her. Let her just be going. In fact, I couldn't say just to me that, you know, Kola, we can't. I say, I understand, sir. We can't. I understand. So please, use your deodorant. Use, you know, a nice mild perfume or aftershave, not something that you know, we assault people as well as, you know, like tear gas. No, use something. Use something mild, something friendly. You know, a woody fragrance or a floral fragrance. I mean, like I said, you know, err on the side of conservatism. Be conservative, because you know there are some, you know that there are some fragrances that announce you. You know, when you use some fragrances after you are gone. Did the Pastor Kola come here? You are gone like an hour ago. No, you don't want to use something like that. Because use something that will just be so friendly. You know, I mean, there are quite a number of them. A bit expensive though, but they are good. You know, use something like that. And you know that mouthwash? Very, very good. In fact, dash to the bathroom quickly. Gargle with mouthwash and, you know, and then come out. Not when you are talking, say, please can you move your seat back a little bit. That will be good. Exactly. Or if you have a mint, you can do that. You see, not because you naturally have a bad breath, but you see, because you are in an environment where you don't know any person, you don't know how long they will keep you waiting. So you will not be talking to yourself. If you are talking to yourself, you say, this one maybe, you know. So your mouth will likely be closed. You know, when you have closed your mouth for a long time, it tends to give out a not too pleasant fragrance. Not too pleasant. So that's why it's good to, you know, go with a nice little briefcase, clutch bag or something. With just a little, there's this mouth spray. You can just quickly do that. Or mint, or mouthwash, whatever, quickly. So that I said, yeah, keep a refill, but keep a refill in your bag or in your pocket, so that quickly before you go in, you have used it. And wow, possible questions and answers. I don't think I have time to look at. Ooh. All right, you know what? Let us take questions from what we have done now. Questions from both CV and interview. Any questions you have? Okay, number 1, number 2, any more? Number 3, number 4. All right, let us begin with number 1. Fantastic. Fantastic. Yes, that is one of the possible questions that I was going to talk about. When they ask you for a weakness, please, I beg you, don't say, I don't have any. I don't have any weakness. I'm good. But if you say that one, you have failed. Now, when you want to answer that question, present a weakness and turn it into a strength. For example, what I usually say when they ask me, your weakness, I will pause and say, well, you see, I tend to be very, very impatient. I get so impatient that sometimes I do the job instead of waiting for my subordinate to do it. So, impatience is a weakness. But I have told them that, I still want the work to suffer. So rather than wait for this laggard not to do the job, I will do it myself. So I have turned a weakness into a strength. Yes. Exactly. So present a weakness as a strength. Or don't go there and say, I tell lies, I tell lies. Or that I have found that I can eat, sir, I overeat. Or I sleep too much. So you understand? So, whatever, you are going to present as a weakness. If you are going to present something like temper, you say, sir, I cannot suffer fools gladly. I get upset when people don't know what they should do. And I say, wow, okay. This guy is a go-getter. You understand? So don't go there and say that a weakness, that's a weakness. Exactly, that I'm always a late comer. So that one will just cancel. Yes, that will just cancel. Please. And then, but talking seriously, if you have a habit of going late to work, I beg you. You don't know when it will speak against you. Please. It is better. It is better to be early over early. I remember, personally, I hate traffic anyway. When I was, bless you, sir, when I was walking, very, very far from home, I would rather leave the house in a positive light. Don't just leave it at, I'm impatient. No. Positive light. Yes, thank you. Number 2. Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Oh, awesome. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you. Yes. Okay, fantastic. Before I answer that question, I think I was talking to our apostle yesterday, and I was saying that when you have a habit of jumping from job to job, it works out eventually. This job, 6 months. Next job, maybe 1 year. Because you see, when they ask you that, is asking you to know whether the same way you jump from, are you going to jump away too? As usual. So that's why I want to encourage us. Before I answer, I want to encourage every one of us. In going to work for a place, make up your mind. That is why it's also good to research the place before you go. Because when you research the place, that is where you want to be, or it is not where you want to be. So if you don't want to be, wait it out for another 2 years and a half, 3 years, even 5 years. It will work in your favor because it presents you as a stable person. Yes, reliable, dependable. Then remember, no organization too want to invest money, training you and all that. When you know that, in a few months, the person will with the aspirations of the company. What do I mean by that? Even if they have not told you, that, the company is in off Moranga Road here, and you are telling them that, look, the next 5 years, I see myself heading a branch of the company in Eldoret. Like, wow, this person is willing to stay with us all the way. And then you're also showing them that, look, yes, or the London branch. You are already showing them that you already have an idea for expansion. You are bringing ideas for expansion. You are already telling them that. You understand? So, and then you're also telling them, look, I am not the sort of person who want to remain an officer here. No. I want to climb. It's not being over. Exactly. The only place where you'll be over ambitious is that, next 5 years, I want to be the MD of this place. They will chase you out. Even if that's your plan, don't say it to please. But let them see that you are ready to be with them for the long haul, and you don't plan to be static. You want to climb with them. You want to grow, and you want to see the company grow. But I saying in the next 5 years, so I want to be. In the next 5 years, I will be doing my job here. You say, 5 years, you want to still be on this year? This person is not a serious person. Have I answered you? Yes, number 3. Who was number 3 now? Okay. Okay, or you are number 4 actually. All right. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Should you what? No, you see, it is always good to err on the positive side. What do I mean by err on the positive side? Because for starters, you don't have the time to read mood. Because you are not going to come into the room and then begin to look at the face. Exactly. You know? So even if their face are permanently frowned, you are there to douse it. Better you are the one initiating it. Yes. Oh, better, I mean, that is courtesy. Better you are the one initiating it. I mean, you are not going to enter there and then say, won't you go greet me? Come on, greet me, my friend. No. You initiate it. It's even better if it's a one-on-one interview. And then these days, there are various stages of interview anyway. The first one may be general one, narrow it down to head of HR, narrow it down to maybe your function, the specific boss, and then in some organizations, you will see the CEO eventually. So when you come, time will not allow me go. I don't think I will have the time for that one. Sorry, sir. There is what we call, we use a lot in marketing, what we call the language of silent command. I enter your office and intimidate you in your office. You understand? So I don't think I will have time for that because that one, because you see, when you have confidence, it shows. It shows. I do that a lot when we are in a sales situation, particularly the sales have gone here, gone there, and all of all that one, There are several things you will do that will, intimidate the person to, yes, but we don't, that is not part of, yes, sir, you were going to say something.
Yes. The handshake. There was a time I did a teaching on how to shake hands. There are people who are a bit learned in it. There's, when you shake hands and you stretch your hands this way, it speaks something.
Yes.
When you stretch it this way, it speaks something. When you stretch it this way, there are 3 angles to handshaking. And then there are those you don't just stretch your hand to.
Exactly.
When you walk into a room, you should know who to stretch hand to.